Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis, and it is time for Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, you guys know what happened on Saturday, but it was the greatest WWE pay-per-view of the year so far. Why is that funny? Anyways, it is Monday. I think it's February. It could be January still.
I don't know. Sophie says they're seeing a black screen. So you can't see us? Can anybody else see us?
I don't have anything on it. This is it. This is our screen. Now they can. But
like us.
Yeah, see? Now we're back.
Oh.
That's all there is.
Why? Oh, because you didn't hold that stuff.
On it.
Oh.
This is it. It's a very raw stream. Because I haven't decided what to do with the computers yet. I only have 6 of them.
We don't have the chat on there either. I'm just saying before somebody says anything.
Of course you have to say it.
Oh.
Of course.
I mean, everybody else will freak out about it, I'm sure.
One more second.
Anyways. Yeah. If anybody wants to know, like they did start out with the Women's Rumble on Saturday. And
it did have women in it. It did get one man in it. They had to do something.
Bayley did win that, so Bayley won. We did see Jade Cargill make her debut, though, and she knocked out Nia Jax, so that was cool.
I thought she was going to...
Liv did come back at number 30, stayed until the end, and took out Jade Cargill, but Bayley then took out Liv, and Bayley won the whole thing. So we'll see who she goes after.
And Bayley is here tonight, and so we're going to see that. Kevin Owens blatantly cheated. I mean, just disgusting.
Yeah, the Logan Paul, Kevin Owens match.
Low morale. He just punched him in the face with brass knuckles. The referee, thank God, caught it, and justice was served. So
the 4-way match, Roman did retain his title, so there's that. And then the men's Rumble, who won it? Cody Rhodes. Now he is a two-time, 2 in a row time winner.
2-time and 2 in a row.
Yeah. We have Sophie in the chat. Walter is out there. We also have Robert Warney with us tonight. Thanks for joining us. And also Ravi showed up. Hey, Ravi, good to see you tonight. Sophie says, hi, being in the stadium Saturday for the Rumble was fun. Well, good. Walter says, hey, Travis, hey, after Raw tonight. Good. Royal Rumble Saturday. Sophie says, now it makes sense why CM Punk didn't win the Rumble. Does it? Does it really make sense? Walter says, Bayley won the women's and Cody Rhodes won the men's. Sophie says, why am I seeing a black screen? Robert says, hey, how's it going? Pretty good, Robert. How are you doing? How was the rest of your weekend? Sophie says, Pat said he didn't know he was going to be in the Rumble. Sophie says, we didn't see you for a bit. And Walter says, I see you guys, but no chat on your side. Sophie says, the first hour is commercial free. Walter says, they are now fixed, Travis.
Yeah.
Sophie says, when Naomi came out, she got a very big pop.
Yeah, a lot of people forget what she did to her teammates.
I will never forget what she did. Ever. That's why I don't like her. Ever, ever. Ever, 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 ever. She's a quitter. She's a quitter. Don't they have a song? Quitter song? You're a quitter. That should be your theme song. I'm a quitter. I quit on my teammates. Because I think I'm going to get glory, but I didn't. I went away and sucked for a year, and then I got picked up by an indie circuit. They gave me a participation trophy for 2 seconds. And then I needed more money.
Money. I was trying to catch on to your flow there, but it was really hard to freestyle it. Cody's bus.
Walter's like, Roman Reigns won, okay. Robbie says, 2-2s. Now Bayley and Cody, the Rumble winners. Yeah, Bayley's won it twice, but she didn't win it twice in a row.
Yeah, only HBK and Hulk Hogan and some Ric Flair, I think.
Stone Cold Stevie Austin.
Stone Cold Stevie Austin, yeah, not Ric Flair.
Mr. Stevie Austin.
Hey, it's McCaffrey again.
This is great. Sophie says the reason why CM Punk didn't run the Rumble is because he was injured. So he's going to miss like 4 to 5 months.
What a That guy's something else, isn't he? But I bet he signed that contract first.
Robert Warney's message retracted, and Walter says, so R-Truth entered the Women Rumble by mistake, but he was in Men's Rumble. Yeah, they said his number, both. And then he came down, and he was like, oh, wait a minute, there are no men out here.
Are you sure there's no men, or whatever he said? It was hilarious.
Then Valhalla, who came out, was 24. She came out, and then she got thrown out like in 2 seconds because of him. She was so mad. Quentin's in the
news. Breaking news. What's the breaking news? There it is. Pat's back. Full time.
Well, they had to do something because Kevin Patrick isn't around. Because he was with Wade Barrett, right? It was Kevin Patrick and Wade.
I think so, yeah.
On SmackDown.
So did Wade get fired too?
Well, why would Wade get fired?
Maybe he went back to NXT and got rid of Booker. Here comes the drunk! CM Punk!
Anyways. Quentin's in the chat. Hey, Quentin says, Naomi is going to be on SmackDown this Friday. Oh, the Quitter's going to be around some more, huh? Robert says, I'm great, just relaxing. Cool.
Here he comes with his arm in a sling. Let's see what his excuse is.
Well, Sophie says the first hour is commercial free. Walter says Pat McAfee is here. Ravi says, not quitter, just went a different direction. No, Ravi, she quit. She was tag team champions with fucking Sasha Banks, everybody's little love muffin.
And they just walked out.
And they fucking quit on the whole women's division plus WWE while they were the fucking champions. They just quit. Fucking quit.
They were in that show that night. They were booked that night for that show.
They can go fuck off, both of them. What terrible, awful fucking human beings. For their own selfish whatever it is that they had. Their own selfish agenda. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of either one of them. Chris says, wow, first hour commercial free. They just said, yeah, Sophie said it at least 4 times.
Yeah, it was on Twitter today. Quite a bit. It said it. And we also have Imperium. Is it? No, who's going up against? Who's the champion? Oh, it's the
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day going up against the DIY.
Oh, those weirdos.
Do it yourself.
I'm sure they'll lose to him. I'm sure DIY will get it this time. So don't worry, we won't have any actual wrestling through the first commercial. So I don't know why everybody's so excited about it being commercial free.
All the time. It's CM Punk right now. He's getting cheered somehow, for getting broken again.
I guess.
He did this in AEW twice.
Sophie says Betty Matthews and Malachi Black are rumored to come back to the WWE once their AEW contracts expire. Sophie says the Roman Reigns match was kind of boring. And Chris says apparently Punk tricep injury out for a year. Maybe he'll come back with his daughter Cora Jade at next year Rumble. Oh, well, somebody else was saying like 4 to 5 months, so who knows? Sophie says, did they say why Wade isn't there? Well, no.
What about Wade? So I'm listening to what Punk had to say. Why he quit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have my microphone on. You guys probably can't hear me. I'm back. Punk did say congratulations to the American
He's like, I'm
Nightmare.
a victim, though, and I should have won, but...
It's just sad. It's because his body is done. It can't keep up with him. And it's not like he's an Adonis, you know what I mean? It's not like he takes care of it.
Right.
He just shows up and says, okay, I'm going to work. Oh, I'm broke for fucking 6 months.
Walter says, CM Punk promo. Chris says, oh shit, Punk here. Walter says, oh, he's injured. So he says, so what did you say, D, about Pat, that Pat and Michael Cole are going to be the new commentators for Raw? Yes.
Yes, they just announced it. Going forward, Monday night.
Well, and I thought it was always Michael Cole and Corey Graves on Raw.
Well, Michael Cole was on SmackDown.
Too. I thought he was on both.
Well, recently, yes. Like the last, 3 months.
Right, because they got rid of Kevin Patrick.
they just got rid of him like last week.
Right.
Before
But
that.
he was a commentator on one of them. Was there 3 of them on somewhere? I know they said they're going to 2 and 2. When did Kevin Patrick not be a commentator?
Last week.
Just last week, though?
I think this
but
is
was he on the shows before that, though? Yeah, Ravi. Travis is letting you guys hear what CM Punk has to say. There's no music, so him talking is fine.
Because when I think of this situation and how much it bums me out and how much I have talked from the highest mountains about how my goal and my dream ever since I was a little kid was to main event WrestleMania, you know, maybe it's just not ever going to happen.
It's good. It's right here. I'm doing it myself.
It's okay, guys. Okay. He just didn't want to reiterate what he's saying. So if you can't watch it, now you can hear what he has to say.
Named Chad Gilbert, who I think about a lot. Every day I think about this kid because I love him to death. And he's got cancer. And he's had it real bad for a long time.
CM Punk has a friend. That's a breaking news for tonight. Get this out of my mouth. I can't talk. It is the breaking news of tonight's show.
So since I'm guessing Wade Barrett and Corey Graves are the new SmackDown announced team, I mean, sure, they're not going to get rid of Corey Graves. So, it'll be, I don't know about Wade Barrett. But yeah, so it says Pat said he is happy that he is part of this new regime. Yeah, I'm sure he is. Did he get rid of his podcast and he's not a job at ESPN?
Yeah, his job's still there. He just doesn't do it every day like that.
Robbie says, I'm no fan of Naomi, but if she quit WWE, why is she back? Because Triple H is in charge, remember? Like,
he let her back in. And once she realized, like, oh shit, I want back, they were like, no. But Triple H is like, we'll let anybody in. We don't care.
Yeah. Like
eventually it'll catch up to him. It does it to everybody. We saw it in WCW in the mid-90s. When you start bringing anybody in, it happened to AEW.
On a quicker scale even, it happened to AEW.
It happens, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Delita gets upset about weird things sometimes. Who cares if she's on the roster? She's not going to be world champion.
I don't care that she's on the roster. I'm just saying that there's no reason. I'm not going to forgive her for the shit that she did.
Right.
Like, she's a piece of garbage. Like, even as a human, she's garbage. So is Sasha Banks. Garbage people.
So he had nothing to say, so now he's just saying that people that have cancer is worse than I am.
I just happen to entertain you, and for some reason, you people love me.
Dude. Rob, he's like, I'm no, read that. Walter says CM Punk will be out of WWE wrestling for 6 weeks. Oh, yeah?
6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years.
He means 6 months. Chris says, yeah, Sasha and Naomi also quit because McMahon allegations with their BS and virtue signaling walk out, fuck off. Yeah, that has nothing to do with Vince McMahon. Nothing to do with him.
Yeah, that was not that.
Nothing. I don't care. You can pretend and you can fucking lie.
It's easy.
And pull and point fingers at whatever you think that it is, but you're the problem. Sasha's quit before many times.
Yeah, Sasha's quit multiple times.
Sasha's a fucking piece of shit. And the fact that you all just love her to death drives me nutso. Like, yeah, she's a terrible person.
Just a nice spot. Be nice.
I don't care what her body looks like. She's a horrible person. She's awful to her fans. She's an awful wrestler. Like, ugh. Like,
right, but you don't have to like...
She's not even a team player.
You don't have to like wrestlers because of how nice they are to their fans. I can care less what she says to her fans.
It's the fact that even
get him out of here, Drew. Run him out of town.
It has nothing to do with when she's not... No. Sorry.
That's terrifying. Ah! Well, you had me distracted.
Run away. Hopefully it wasn't on there too long.
Right. So Drew McIntyre slowly, ominously working his way down to the ring, which is kind of creepy.
So creepy.
Could you move any slower?
He's like, you're a loser face.
Go in there and see if you can't tear his left tricep.
So he's trying to say, like he's coming down to face him because he got eliminated by him? Oh,
I don't know, but look at his just demeanor. He's defeated. We're going to see Claymore Country. Punk thinks he's going to shank him with the broadside of the microphone.
Sophie says, so I'm guessing they have to pivot Seth versus CM Punk. Robbie says, Mans didn't know it was commercial free, to be honest. Quentin says, Chiefs versus 49ers 2 at Super Bowl 24. True.
Yeah, Taylor Swift and the Chiefs look good this year. They turned it on at the end, and I think they have a real shot at winning the whole thing. I know a lot of people don't like them, but they could definitely go and
Sophie
do
says,
it.
so the Super Bowl is going to be Team Taylor Swift versus Team Eminem? Nope.
No. Eminem lost.
Eminem would have been the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, Eminem lost.
Chris says, I hope Gunther destroys Kofi. He's definitely not in good mood fight tonight. Robbie says, I can hear your TV. Yes. Hopefully you can't hear it now, though. Sophie says, Michael Cole said on Friday that he was going to be on SmackDown for one night only. Walter says, Travis, turn your TV. Sophie says, Wade Barrett and Michael Cole were the commentary team for Raw the past 4 or 5 months. Oh, okay. It was Wade Barrett that was with Michael Cole.
Yes.
I couldn't remember who it was. Sorry.
And Kevin Patrick sat in the middle and was just quiet.
It all runs together for a while, so. Walter says, okay, just no music or commercials. Yeah, but we caught it hopefully in time.
I think we'd already got popped, so because it's an algorithm that picks it up.
Sophie says, I wonder what they were going to do when Pat does his college football stuff. Sophie says, imagine if Sasha came back Saturday. Ravi says, I don't buy that. H just let her back in. There has got to be more to it. Oh, no, there isn't. Oh, no, he just lets him back in.
She's married to
Jimmy,
who's with Roman. I mean, it makes sense.
And their cousin is on the board now. So, I mean, it all makes sense to me. We all know why they're back. Just saying.
It's a family thing, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
If your family's involved in the sport, they can keep her under wraps. Keep her away from Sasha.
Well, the fact that they let her go so long in the Rumble is just fucking ridiculous.
That was weird.
She's not good. And they're like, well, we're going to keep her in there for a long time. Just sit on the corner. Because that's all she fucking did. Ooh, he exorcised the demons. Exorcise the demons.
Don't exercise your demon. If you're going to exercise your semen, do it in your bedroom.
What movie is that from?
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, I think. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's Nature Calls. Or is that in part 1?
It's the first one.
Oh, so it's Pet Detective.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It's in part 1.
So it says, I wonder what they're going to do when Pat does his college football stuff. I don't know, but it's starting up again, so they'll have to figure out something.
Well, it always
maybe he just won't be on pay-per-views when it's on Saturday because college football is usually on Saturday.
Yeah, but Pat doesn't do college football, does he?
I thought that's why he left, was because he was doing college football this last time.
He was this year, but he started his own show on ESPN, so I don't think he's done it since he started there. They gave him a show on ESPN, and I don't think he's done college football since
CM
he started
Punk's like, let me look up to you, sir.
Yeah.
Like from far down here.
Oh! Went for it. Come on, Drew.
He's going to let him get him because, he's broken. Oh, it's fake. His arm's not really bad or broken.
That could be a real fake injury right there.
It's the fakest of them all.
Oh, he stomped on his tricep.
I'm going to make sure you're out for 5. I thought that was his bicep.
Hey, I have a
Where's the try? I thought it was in the back.
It is.
So how is this the tricep? He stomped on this part.
It goes through.
Oh, God.
Oh, Sammy's back. I forgot.
Ew, barf.
Captain Save-A-Ho.
Because,
That's
he's supposed to be so much
from Boise, Idaho.
He's supposed to be so good. Retreats.
Make that happen tonight. Put that as the main event tonight, and I want to see Sammy get Claymored.
Walter's like, Drew McIntyre, boo. Sophie says, while Vince was doing what he is accused of doing, Triple H was home recovering from his heart attack.
Yeah. It sounds like it was longer than that, but I mean, can you imagine what Triple H was doing before that, though? Because you know that Vince McMahon didn't just start doing that in like 2001, right? Or 2000. Shit's been going on for decades.
And every person that
So-
you guys are all mwah to are all involved.
So you know there, I mean, from The Rock to freaking, maybe even Hogan in the 80s.
Oh, I'm
him.
sure.
I'm sure this shit goes back to when Vince first got rich.
There's no fucking way that any of those motherfuckers are innocent. Maybe like 5% of them might be, but no. Sorry. They're all fucking Vince McMahon. Even to this day.
I was reading some of the text messages between them, and it was obviously consensual. I don't know how they get trafficking in the wording, but some of the shit that Vince was texting, I'm like, he is 76 years old. Like, who talks like that?
Not a 76-year-old, I'm sure. I'm sure it's probably somebody else was texting under his shit or something.
Like for him or something. That's fucking hilarious.
Not even for him. I bet you anything. It's just probably somebody was texting his stuff or whatever. Whether it was hacked or somebody was doing it.
She's like, well, I'm feeling more like myself now.
Question. What you do is you go back and ask fucking his ex-wives and ask them if that's how he talked to them.
Vince's been married once and he's still married.
Ask her. Did he talk to you like that?
Linda?
Yeah.
I doubt that.
Hey, Linda.
I doubt
Does he talk to you about dildos up your asshole and all this kind of
I
stuff?
doubt they still have sex and stuff. I mean, he's dating young women. I doubt there is anything there other than she doesn't want to get a divorce because it would look bad.
Right?
It's like Trump and his women. He was sleeping with porn stars. Okay, here we go. They're going to start out the show with this. Thank goodness. Get it over with.
Yeah. Ew.
So we got the DIY, do it yourself, going up against the Judgment Day.
Yeah, the midget people.
Tommaso's not a midget. I mean, he's small, but he's not a midget. The other guy, obviously, has got achondroplasia. But there's nothing wrong with people with dwarfism. You've got to let them. You got to treat them equal.
I think they need to make the ring smaller so that they look like giants.
So they don't have to look over the top rope?
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
The ring does look like it is smaller, by the way. But it's still the same size.
Let's see.
All right,
Chris
here they
says-
come. Judgment Day.
Yeah, Punk, there's always next year for you fucking cubbies. Fuck off. Go Astros, motherfucker. World Series 24, baby. Two big crybaby, Drew and Punk. Sophie says, I noticed the people that left AEW to come back to the WWE or debut in the WWE is somehow more happier. Could it be they get more money?
Could
Do you
it
think
be
it
that
might
they're
be
out
money?
of AEW?
Could it be they're getting more money?
I used to hear the same thing the other direction, by the way.
True.
Hey, look at how happy they are.
Look
in
how happy
AEW.
they are in AEW, just out there doing their thing and stuff. Brr.
But AEW was different, and now WWE's going in the same direction.
So it's all the same, so it doesn't even matter where you go.
Now it's the same. Now both shows are the same. But
Sophie says, now
This
it will
one
be
just has
interesting
more
to see
money.
who Seth faces at Mania now. Sophie says there's rumors that Braun Breaker had the Brock Lesnar Rumble spot,
wouldn't it obviously be Gunther?
right?
I mean, they already hinted at that. Why wouldn't it be Gunther? Gunther talked to him last Monday. It's already the seed's been planted.
Chris says, so Taylor Swift is going to get a Super Bowl ring?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, she
Well,
is on
she's
the
leading
team,
the
right?
team. Isn't she team captain?
I think so. I'm pretty sure she's team captain. Quentin says, first Gunther interrupted Seth Rollins last week, and now Drew interrupted CM Punk. Sophie says there are reports that we could see Rock versus Roman at some point this year. Sophie says, I saw an interesting tweet that WWE pay-per-views will somehow be different later this year or sometime next year. And
Yeah, they'll
Sophie
probably
says,
cost a lot of money.
does this count as CM Punk injury prone? No.
No, this one.
No
this,
way, really injury prone?
This
him?
one doesn't count as an injury because it's in WWE. But in AEW, he was injury
Why
prone.
is your tail all fluffy? Why is your tail fluffy? What'd you do? What were you doing? Fozzie is in the chat. Hey, Fozzie, good to see you. Says hello, hello. How are you? Good. How are you doing tonight? Sorry, I didn't quite get to your chat until now. Hopefully you're still around. Robbie says, go on with the little two-twos feud. Sophie says, I don't think Cena or Orton was involved with event stuff. Robbie says, go on, D. When did your boy Finn speak Spanish? I don't fucking know what he does. Sophie says, in the Attitude Era or something, Vince pitched a storyline that he has an incest relationship with his daughter.
Oh, yeah. We all remember that.
Sophie says,
he didn't do it, but he pitched the idea.
At least they set up Drew versus Punk for whenever Punk does come back from his injury. Robbie says, Gargano and Ciampa DIY, what a tag team blood clot. Chris says, but I'm happy for Stratton and Kaiser. They are great together, better than Waller. Never saw what she saw in him. Oh, she's with Kaiser now?
I have no idea.
What are you talking about, Chris?
I have no idea.
I don't know their personal lives, so I
don't follow their personals.
Sophie says both Rumbles for the first time didn't feature any legends or Hall of Famers or past WWE stars like they usually do.
Yeah, Triple H is a lot more worried about going with the NXT talent than the legends. That was a Vince thing. Vince liked to bring in the legends.
Robbie says the way the stream is lagging looks like Dia is doing the robot dance. Oh, is it lagging? Cool. Sophie says, do you expect WWE pay-per-views to move back to Sunday nights?
No, but I do expect them to cost about $50 a piece.
Quentin says, I would love to see Pat and Cole do premium pay-per-views this time. Chris says, yeah, they did an interview on YouTube. Stratton and Kaiser are actually together. Oh, huh. That's cool, I guess.
Good deal.
It's like the Rumbles did have most of the catering crew in it.
Yeah, it was a tough watch for the men's until the end. The end got really good. I was like, holy crap, the end was... Except for Sami Zayn. But the rest of them, it was like,
the number 30. We're like, oh, maybe don't...
I don't understand that. I guess they couldn't find anybody else to, like, bring a pop. But I was like, holy crap. That last group was really good. I was impressed. But halfway through, it was hard to get into it until halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
The female one was really good, then the middle lulled, and then the end was really good also. Especially when Jade showed up. There was other parts too, but Jade being there was awesome. And Liv came out number 30 there, so it's kind of that same thing. It's like the Sami Zayn.
Yeah, but we figured she'd come out. Like, I mean, that was pretty rumored, like, on a very, like, believable scale.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit, I said it in December when we were talking about her
arrest. When she got arrested.
I was like, well, they gave her a 30-day suspension, meaning she's not missing the Rumble.
Sophie says, I rewatched the pay-per-view and kind of get what everyone was saying. It was dead. But you were there, Sophie. You can't say that they popped and it was exciting and then say you rewatched the pay-per-view and saying it was dead. So if you were there, like, you would know it was dead while you were there.
Yeah, dead. D-E-D, dead.
Sophie says in both Rumbles, when someone came out, some people were asking who.
Well, of course.
Yeah, because most of them, nobody knows who they are.
Did you see half the people in there?
Most of the people who watch WWE pay-per-views are not watching NXT shit.
Or Twitter.
Or Twitter, or Indies, or any of that stuff.
Tom.
Who's Tom?
Tom.
Dom and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
I found Dom Mysterio. I can't find hide nor hair of Nick Mysterio.
We have no idea where Nick is. It took me 3 weeks to get it. Finally, I'm like, oh my God, that's funny because she said it. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, what's funny is somebody has in the audience, they have that super sign that says Tom and Nick. But he doesn't say that. It's Dom. He knows it's Dominic. He just thinks it's Dom and Nick. So he's like, where's Nick? Because on the shirt, it only says Dom, by the way.
The Dominator. Big right hand from Damien.
Sophie says, was it me or did most of the theme songs for all the superstars sound the same?
Yeah, I get it. I think it's just the people they hired to do the music. A lot of their songs are really similar. But it's been going that way for a while.
Ever
Shit,
since
my
that one
thing
guy's
was
not there anymore.
my big thing was like, who
There's-
is this?
there's
Because
no
I had to
way-
wait. I used to like know everybody's sound.
Right.
Like, oh my god! Immediately it would just register, and now it's like, what the fuck is that?
There's no way that the ref should have even been counting with that supposed pin because Damien's shoulders weren't even down most of the time.
Eh.
So if it's
It's
like
implied.
the Roman match was kind of boring, the reaction in the crowd was okay. I like that R-Truth came out twice.
Yes,
He made it funny.
that's awesome.
It was hilarious. He's like, tag me in. To the Miz.
They should have done that more towards like 17 or 18, to be honest, but because it was really bad in the middle, the women's, it would have brought a lot of excitement to it.
Yeah. So he says, and plus the people in front of me were blocking the TV screen.
Yeah, makes sense.
What do you mean they're blocking the TV screen?
There's big screens all around.
Oh.
When you're up there, you don't get to watch the matches.
Oh.
Like, I mean, you can see that there's people down there doing something.
Just take your binoculars like the opera.
Mine are broken. These
Mine are broken. These are broken. Oh, thanks. Oh, did you enjoy it, dear? It was so good. I cried so much I almost peed my pants.
You liked it better than
Parts of Penzance.
Oh.
That old lady.
Although she probably would have liked it either way. Those old ladies are pretty funny.
Some of them are. Especially those ones. Those
Mhm.
tight.
Uh-oh. Cheating inside. Wow, almost. I think he had the tights.
So it looked like Dom was going to eliminate Brock if they didn't pull Brock from the Rumble. So Brock was rumored to face Dirty Dom at Elimination Chamber and Gunther at Mania. That sounds like hearsay to me.
Did he say something about Braun?
Brock.
Oh.
Brock.
Yeah, supposedly Braun Breaker is the one that took Brock's place. But some reports say that it was McAfee that took Brock's place.
Oh.
To me, it's like, why do you have to have somebody take his place?
Let me put it this way. The way that Rumble was, they're better off not even having Brock in it.
Yeah,
because it was so pathetic that it wasn't even worth his time.
Yeah.
So I think the rumors of him actually being in this Rumble weren't even true to begin with. But, hey, what do I know?
And why the hell would you want Brock against Dominic?
Yeah.
That would be strange. Brock throwing Dominic around Suplex City. He wouldn't even need to hit him with 17 like he did Cena. He'd just do like 2 or 3.
Says the people behind me were guessing who would be number 30 in both Rumbles. But
they
were
get it
they
right?
correct in their guesses? Because I bet they never guessed the men's.
The women's, yes, you could get that one, but the men's, the anticlimactic, they would have been better off doing it with like Rhea Ripley or something. 2-8-0. You don't bring a woman out.
Right?
Jade Cargill comes back out. I think Beth Phoenix was in the men's once too, but I could be wrong there. China. All right, this match has slowed down.
So it says people thought all 3 men in the 4-way would be in the Rumble. Why would they be?
I did too, and I was very surprised that they weren't.
Really?
Yeah, they used to do that all the time. They would do 2 matches. Becky lost her title to Asuka. And then was in the Rumble and won the Rumble that same night. So she lost her title but won the Rumble. Finn Balor, who fits in with the size of these guys. Needs to stay out of the ring. Just keep
Stephanie says-
Damien in there.
No, they thought The Rock would be 30. The women, they were guessing like Bliss. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was Bliss when I first heard the music, but then I remembered that her music was really similar to Liv's, and I was like, because I thought it was little kid music. That jewelry box or whatever that was. His foot's not even on the rope.
Yeah.
It's
under it. It's fine.
It's supposed to be.
Under, on it, doesn't matter. He's in the ropes. Can't pin him if he's in the ropes. From what I understand, even though they don't play that game. Good for you, Damien. Kick that one, too. Oh, bad. I was hoping.
Come on, Finn. Roll him up. 1, 2.
Chris says Liv was backstage at Rumble. Yeah, and then she was center stage.
Yeah.
Weird.
She was a final 3.
Sophie says sometimes at the Rumble, people double book superstars.
Yes. It's very common. Come on, Finn.
Chris says I meant Bliss. Oh. Oh, well, I mean, why wouldn't she be? I mean, that's her family, too. She's probably there to support people. Why wouldn't they?
Referees should be counting because these guys are in the ring.
They can't have a double hold. What are they doing?
Well, these guys aren't supposed to be in the ring.
Yeah.
There you go. That's exactly
Throw him on top of him.
I'm going to kill him and then use his body to kill you.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to rip off his arms and beat you to death with them.
Which wouldn't be that big of a feat.
Like you bastards.
They're impressed by the power of... It's not hard to pick up little children, people.
Right? They're like, Damian Priest has so much power as he picks up a child and throws him around.
A toddler.
Ciampa is so huge!
It's a toddler with a beard.
He weighs at least 110 pounds!
He's 130 when he's sopping wet and in the shower.
But Damian's a powerhouse guy!
As long as his back can stay healthy.
Sophie says, I'm surprised Trick Williams and Blair Davenport didn't get picked to be in the Rumble.
Me too. We did see Trick, right? Like, he did show up. Or was that on Monday?
That was on Friday.
Yeah, so never mind.
That was when Carmelo Hayes had his match against
Right.
whoever it was that he had his match against.
Did they not come out? Was that all on Friday that I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
And then the Street Profits were out there? Is that all that stuff?
Yeah, they weren't on. They weren't on the Rumble. Because the only one that was in the... Well, it was
I know
Bobby
was in
Lashley
there.
and Karrion Kross's people.
Yeah.
That's when the Street Profits came down.
Right.
Was the AOP guys.
Right,
But
okay.
Carmelo's not around with that. Or Trick. He's not part of that.
Right. I was just thinking something like that happened there, but it must have happened on Friday.
Yeah, the Trick stuff happened on Friday. The Street Profits stuff happened.
They better not get him with a fruit roll-up. Oh.
So it was like Jade Cargill is rumored for the Raw brand. Cool. Well, we'll find out. Sophie says I thought we would get Baron Corbin in the Rumble. Nah, he's got something going on.
I definitely
down in
think
the NXT.
I
with
definitely
something.
think she will be on the Raw brand because they were hinting at Nia.
Yeah.
Coup de grace. End this fucking noise. Thank
Finally.
you. And I'm not even a fan of Judgment Day. I would
Not
rather them not even be champions. That was 13.
But I sure in the hell don't want that other garbage to be champions. That's
13 minutes.
That's like when they put it on those two dumb shits from NXT in the women's division, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Well, if they did that, it would be holdover. Judge. You forgot you have to protect your phone out here. His phone flew off.
Oh. Pat McAfee's. Oops. Pat McAfee, he's funny because he gets up and gets all excited.
I know. That's what I need to
stuff.
start doing. Hey, there's Dom.
We don't know where Nick is, but Dirty Dom's out there.
Hey, where's R?
The fact that he got beat up by Priest was terrible. Judgment Day.
Woo!
So he's like, I'm surprised we didn't get that many surprises in both Rumble matches. They're mediocre. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure next year's Royal Rumble will probably be just as bad or worse. Sophie says the Kevin Owens match, I missed the ending because someone was still standing on the screen.
Ah. Magnet. Not a very good one, but magnet. Yeah, cool.
Wonder what it's supposed to magnetize to.
Your fridge.
A fridge?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Are they bringing out? They are.
Oh, he's gonna apologize to R-Truth.
No, they're gonna beat him down. But
Of course they are. Is the Miz gonna come save him?
what's up? Is that who he's fighting with?
I don't know.
Yeah,
They
Miz has
put him
been
with the
with him.
Miz all the time. What's up?
Finn Balor.
What's up? What's up?
You what up?
Nothing. What are you what-upping about? What are you doing? Being weird?
Nothing, just in case I need to stand up.
Why do you need to stand up?
Could be excitement. I need to start being more excited.
Creepy.
On my word, I will not attack.
Uh-huh. So he says the Kevin Owens match. I read that. Chris says they're gonna attack Truth. So he says I thought Owens had it won. Bentley Darby in the chat. Hey, Bentley says what has happened? Well, they had CM Punk come out and he talked, and then they had Drew McIntyre come out and he attacked him. Then Sami Zayn came out and saved CM Punk. And then they had the tag team title match between DIY and Judgment Day, and Judgment Day retained the titles. Yeah, the Judgment Day. Sophie says if the Rumble was any indication, I wonder how they will book the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I don't know.
I'm sure Sami Zayn will somehow leak his way into it.
Are relocated your cash to crypto?
Liquidated your assets. I don't know if he knows
Great.
what that means.
Bentley says okay. The Sophie says Bailey won was kind of a surprise, but also kind of wasn't.
Well, it was a surprise that she won, but they did have storylines. And obviously she's going to call out Io, but she's on tonight. She's going to pretend to call out Rhea, but that ain't happening. It's when she gets jumped by her own that she's going to switch it. Finn like
Finn's
that weird.
Like that weird uncle we got.
What the?
Unpredictable. But we still love him. Oh, he says Tom and Nick now.
Dominic.
It's not Dom. It's Tom and Nick. I thought he said Dom, but I guess he's always said Tom.
Now it's getting different.
Uh-oh.
Look at that head. It's only.
So it says Jordan Grace hinted that WWE and TNA will continue working together. That's a possibility.
It'd be nice. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm not going to beat you up.
Aw. McDoe. By himself.
Just him.
Almost
Who
couldn't.
did I say
Here
would come
comes
down
The
and
Miz.
save him?
Well, it's The Miz by himself. That doesn't do any good.
I
So
know.
who else is coming? Is it some NXT guys? That's what they do. Who's coming out to help Miz? He don't have any friends.
Suckered in. That's hilarious. R-Truth put himself in it. What do you mean suckered in? Sophie says, why has no male TNA superstar never get the Rumble call? I don't know.
I know. Wouldn't it be awesome if Moose showed up?
Moose.
He is badass.
Sophie says Triple H kind of made fun of the term Forbidden Door in that press conference. I didn't listen to the press conference. So.
Did he say back door? That's what I call it. Judgment Day. Just quit. My color needs to be turned down.
What needs to be?
The color.
Oh, the red. Maybe he really looks like that. No, I'm just kidding.
CM Punk suffers torn tricep at the Royal Rumble. Postman Pierce took him out in the back. I'm going to talk to him for a minute. Hey, tonight, Sami Zayn, Drew Mack. He probably went home at Christmas and
Right.
family stuff. Yay. Whew. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Who are they wrestling? Hey, look. They defeated Candice and Indy last week. That's kind of cool. I hope they do that for everybody.
Yeah.
Because then I can remember what happened last week. Since they're not showing us recaps anymore.
Chris says,
Just kidding.
here comes eye candy Shayna.
Old Shayna.
Oh, man, dude. Your crush is creepy. Just saying. Sophie says Sami Zayn versus Drew today. People thought that would be a Mania match. Robbie says Judgment Day smashing up Mans.
Sammy's not no WrestleMania guy.
Why the hell would he be in a WrestleMania? Why would they keep that going until WrestleMania? That's just dumb.
It's Chelsea and Piper. Now, Piper can hang. And Chelsea just looks good at doing it, but I don't see them winning. But they are the former champions.
Do you think they give her extra money to say her name like that?
No. She just started doing it on her own, too. But it stuck.
What?
Sounds like Michael Cole's a hater. Fuck, dude. There it is. Piper attacks Zoe.
Why does he hate her so much?
Just cause. He's a dick. She probably wouldn't give him the time of day or something. No athleticism. No charisma. Gotta add that stuff too there, McAfee.
He's like, no, I have to say nice things.
No, you can do it, but you need a heel, and they don't have one. And you'll see it'll get old.
Yeah, it'll get boring.
If there's no heel.
Chris says, damn, Green looks good tonight.
Yeah.
She usually does.
When did she look bad? I don't remember. I hope they can do some of the TNA stuff they did with her. That would be so freaking fantastic. She put like tiny little pasties, like just stickers over her nipples, and then she would paint something on her tits,
Right.
and then she'd have a shirt on,
Right.
and then her husband would be wrestling,
Uh-huh.
and then the guy would have him, he's done, right? Like sleeper hold, whatever it is. She'd just rip her shirt open, and all you can see on TV is her back.
Right.
But she's like doing this, and then the guy, whoever's wrestling her husband, is just like, and then he beats him.
Right. That's funny.
Obviously, where she's not a valet right now, that's not going to work, but she could still do it. There's a lot of lesbians in The WWE Universe. Like Shayna Baszler. Zoe. Oh! She's like, I wanted none of that. Oh!
Sophie says both Rumbles kind of didn't give us any WrestleMania implications at all. Bentley
No.
says, what do you think of Naomi's return?
I was very disappointed that WWE brought her back. But she's back, so we're going to move forward with it.
Maybe she can quit
That might
again.
do it. It is.
Maybe she can do some more quitting. Chris says, damn, Green looked good tonight. And Sophie says, usually in the Rumble matches, they give us the seeds for the Mania matches.
They do, and they didn't really, right? I mean, maybe a little bit with Jade and Nia. That was there. You could see a little bit of that hinting.
Mm-hmm.
With the guys, Amos coming back was big. I thought that was fun. But I don't know if they set up any matches for him. What, Braun Breaker?
You guys suck. This is dumb. You're a terrible team.
Oh, they're terrible. Just let it go, because they're not going anywhere.
The crowd doesn't even give a shit fuck about you.
They're bad. Eventually, they catch on. These wrestlers, and we've seen it since Triple H has been doing stuff, they start to go away. You just got to give it some time.
Robbie's like, Shayna, image them hands and teeth blighting your neck. Oh my gosh, I'm having nightmares just thinking about it. Sophie says Jay versus Jimmy starting off the Rumble was a surprise. The crowd goes mild. On Saturday, I said finally Tampa Bay has a legit sellout because their baseball team can't even get a sellout.
Not in there. That's
Robbie
a big
says,
stadium.
Was Zoe Starks impressive in the Rumble? Really, Michael Cole? Quentin says, I knew it. It was a setup by the Judgment Day to attack R-Truth.
Yeah, it was sad. But it happens, and it was predictable.
Judgment Day, don't take away his shine. He made you guys even more relevant, and then you guys just got rid of your relevancy. Congratulations on your stupid.
I know, now they got to sell more shirts without the duct tape.
Robbie says, Dina, everyone is a quitter. Might be a sellout, but not always a quitter.
Right. No, absolutely.
Did I say everybody else was a quitter? No, I said Naomi's a quitter.
And
she is
Sasha.
a quitter. Sasha and her are quitters. They literally are quitters. They're quitters. Sophie says, is this Green new character by being dumb?
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's not a new character. She's kind of done it since she came to WWE.
Right. She's getting dumber, but I know what you're saying.
Bentley says, I want Cody Rhodes to go up against Roman Reigns and beat Roman Reigns.
I think everybody does, and I think that's what's going to happen.
Sophie says, I'm surprised Solo wasn't in the Rumble match. I thought he had a guaranteed spot in the Rumble. Sophie says, Vince got the Chris Benoit treatment. They took all his merch and biography down.
Yeah, it's going to happen for a minute. It'll be back, but...
Well, you know, there's allegations, so, you know, you're guilty before proven innocent. You guys are idiots.
It's not you guys, it's the company.
They're called innocent. No, I'm talking about all the people out there in the social media world who believe it. Like, the fact that you're sitting there, instead of sitting there going, you know, there's a good possibility it's not true, and wait and see what happens. You guys are all just jumping on the ship train of, he's fucking guilty, and get rid of him, and all this stuff. It's like, fine, you know what, get rid of him. And what they should do, because of what he did, they should get rid of WWE as well. They should just get rid of wrestling because it's tainted because of him. They'll never get that taint off. It's completely there forever.
Yeah, they're going to have to erase the history.
They're going to have to get rid of every single history thing of it and everything like that as well at this point.
It's like this.
I mean, if you guys want to go that route.
All right. Well, I don't want to talk about it much tonight because it's just it takes too much time to talk about. But the reality is he sold his company and it's no longer his. And that's it. Plain and simple.
Right.
Whoever wants to do whatever they want to do to it, it's theirs. They can do whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do with it, it's their responsibility. Vince is done. It's not his company anymore. And that's it. That's the hard truth.
It's fine, but the fact of everybody like, oh, well, good riddance. And it's like, you know what? Without him, he wouldn't have been able to sell it and it wouldn't exist.
But they don't know better.
Then educate yourselves.
Right. But
Get educated and stop
Right.
speaking out of your asshole about
right.
it.
You're
And educate yourself.
You're expecting people that don't know something to do something that they're
Then you're not
incapable
really a
of.
wrestling fan if you don't look
Right.
into that stuff.
But they just don't know better. You see it all the time. You see it in politics. You see it all over. Some people just don't know what's happening. They have certain favorites. They have certain things. They have certain beliefs. They have certain things that they get their news from. And that's what they believe. That's what they follow. That's what they know. That's it. There is nothing else. Especially when they're listening to Twitter or whatever it's called now, X. Because that's all they're saying on there. If you get on Twitter right now and type in his name, Vince, it's just a nut case. Although, if you look what the Tate brothers said about him, it was actually pretty entertaining. I was like, oh, because I would have never thought they would say something about it. And they're like, you do know that human trafficking really happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's a real thing. Like, and these people saying stuff like this is trafficking.
Don't know what it really is.
That's like saying a cold is cancer and we should put all of our money into colds and not worry about cancer.
Yeah.
Like, don't put all your attention into what Vince did when there's real human trafficking going on.
Yeah.
Let's stop human trafficking, not Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is if you're going to comment on it, just remember what he did with the sport.
Well,
remember, the best days of the sport
and
are the times that he and the company were doing what he got in trouble for. Everybody goes, oh, I wish they bring back the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era was about male chauvinistic people paying for sex.
yeah.
That was the whole fucking point of it.
Yeah.
Women were on there naked. There was mud wrestling. There was the men coming out. They had women dancing on tables and strippers, and it was just that era. And everybody that you talk to says, oh, I wish they'd bring back the Attitude Era. Yet they're like, well, Vince needs to be banned for life. What, for living the Attitude Era that you want to watch?
Yeah.
You want to fantasize about it, but you don't want it to really happen.
And the fact that it's allegations, and the fact that anything can be misconstrued.
It's Cody.
However you want to put it. So just because it's out there doesn't mean that you're getting it in the context that it was put in the first place. So that's where I'm saying you guys need to get educated on a lot of this stuff. Like, you need to take all of it with a grain of salt and get both sides of the story before you just jump on the train of, it's bad.
Speaking of grains of salt, did you see that video I sent you today?
And no, I am not watching that guy. He is so weird. I just can't. I can't watch him. You showed me the one where he literally eats baking soda and salt, and I'm like, ew. I'm like, disgusting, dude. Like, I don't want to see this.
But hopefully you were listening more than you were looking.
I can't. I can't listen to him while it's happening. It grosses me out.
All right, well, Cody Rhodes is out there. Weirdo. I should have sent you a text copy of it.
Probably. I probably would have been more interested in it, except for I can't stand to watch that guy do it. Whatever he's doing.
That's a pre-workout.
Yes, all of us should just eat salt. That tastes like fish grossness.
Hydrate your cells.
Because it tastes like fish. Literally, you're eating.
You're going off of somebody else's thing. You try it. You see if it tastes like fish.
Oh my god, the whole description of it.
On the internet?
Description of it.
On the bag?
Actual description, yes. That it has a briny taste to it. Do you know what briny means?
I don't know what
Ocean. Fish. That's what brine means.
Okay. Well, you can taste it.
No, thank you.
Oh my god, so you're going to go buy some stupid...
All I'd have
Really?
to do is smell it, and I bet you anything it smells like dead fish from the ocean.
You're so
It's
weird.
probably parrotfish poop.
Salt.
Walter says, okay, at 9:10 I'm going. I'll be here for Wednesday at AEW. But then he says, okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday for AEW. Bye, Walter. Liar.
Cody is out there.
Robbie says, "Oh, do you need to let go of this agenda for Naomi and Sasha?" I'm never going to let go of it because I don't like them. If they come up on my TV, I'm going to call them quitters. Sophie says Cody Rhodes was scheduled to beat Roman Reigns at last year's Mania, but Vince said no, let Roman beat him too. Chris says, who wins in an asshat match between Grayson Waller and Logan Paul?
Grayson.
Because he's more of an asshat.
I was going to say, Logan's, top 3 wrestler in WWE right now? Athleticism, charisma.
He can put on a show,
size,
that's for sure.
Athleticism. What is he missing?
Sophie says, I thought the first hour is commercial free. Why am I seeing commercials when the hour is almost up? Because that's how they do their hour free, Sophie. Within 3 minutes to the hour's done. So there's our commercial for it. 5 minutes in. Sophie says, we are officially 68 days till Mania. Ooh. Chris says, yeah, lots of people need to know about Vince. Sure, he's not a good guy, but damn it, he gave us a good quality product over the years. I think Vince is probably a good guy. You guys are making him out to be this horrific monster and all this stuff. And it's he's probably a pretty decent guy when it comes down to a lot of stuff.
You deserve it.
Yeah, you do. Robbie says, if you don't agree with what WWE has done or hasn't done, don't watch. That's all I can say on this. Walter is left, and Sophie says, with both CM Punk and Seth both injured, who knows how that affects Mania plans. Sophie says, it sounds like Pat will be here until Mania season is over.
Yeah.
Chris says, you had Val Venus in Attitude Era. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Quentin says, how did you guys feel about The Weeknd is doing another song for this year's Mania? Oh, I'm fine. I don't have any.
I don't know who The Weeknd is.
Other.
The only reason I even kind of know who he is he did a Super Bowl show.
That one was kind of mediocre.
Did you like? I didn't like it. It was weird.
It was mediocre, as in, it wasn't oh. I mean, there was a song I knew because I heard it on the radio a lot, but other than that, I don't fucking care. Robbie's like, who really cares? I just watch wrestling for what it is these days. Don't really care about the politics. But the politics, Ravi, affect what you're watching.
They're making Samantha do her job more.
She needs to really learn to use her diaphragm.
They need to get Justin Roberts from AEW.
That'd be good.
And then they could just move on.
Yeah. Chris says, perfect meal plan, chocolate milk, steak, rice. Thoughts, Travis? Perfect meal plan. Why not, buddy? It sounds fabulous. You might want to throw a vegetable in there.
Is the
broccoli, green beans.
The rice new or old? Is it from yesterday? Or is it from tonight? Because if you wait a day for rice and then heat it back up, it has resistant starch in it, and then you don't spike your blood sugar. Other than that,
if you eat your rice with your protein, you won't spike your blood sugar as bad either. Ravi says, it's not like I put money into WWE by buying any of the merch or pay to watch their products, so I don't give it F.
I wonder if my Mr. McBossman doll is completely gone now, because not only is the guy dead, but Vince is banned too.
Not Mr. McBossman. He's a collectible item. Ravi says, scrap the chocolate milk. Just drink water with apple cider vinegar. Laughing. That's disgusting, Ravi. No, chocolate milk is fine.
It comes from brown cows. Do you know there's 30% of the population that believes that? That's the people that you're talking to. Look it up. Oh, I got milk. AI right there. You can look at it.
Chocolate milk does not come from brown cows.
Exactly.
It's just regular milk that comes from regular milk cows. And then you add stuff in it to make it chocolate. As in, you add chocolate. Just like strawberry milk doesn't come from pink cows.
Mind blowing. What about coconut milk? Does it come from coconut cows?
No, coconut milk doesn't come from cows at all.
Almond cows?
Doesn't come from cows. I sent you a TikTok about almond milk and how bad it is for you.
almond milk. It's not
Mhm.
bad.
Almond milk is bad for you. Yeah, you should listen
would-
to it. You should listen to that guy talk about it. He talks about oat milk too and how oat milk is really
that's
bad
terrible
for you. But
but-
almond milk is bad for you as well.
Mhm. I can
Lucky
make up.
1/16 is 1/6 is in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
Lucky
good to see you in here.
says nice.
Nice.
Robbie says I've been eating leftover rice since I was a baby. Ain't done me any harm. That's the point, Robbie. Leftover rice doesn't.
It's good for you.
Leftover rice doesn't do anything to your blood sugar. Like, it doesn't spike your blood sugar. That's why they're talking about
Hey,
it.
we're turning in a
But all those
teacher. She was sleeping with her, or we're turning in a teacher sleeping with her student. What? What's his name? What's his name? I don't know if that's playing. Yes, we're reconnected here. Hello.
Hello, is anybody there?
So our internet just went off. So hopefully you guys can see us. I gotta find the.
Is anybody there?
Anybody out there?
They can't connect to the chat, so I don't know if it'll do it again.
Well, Seth's back on there. What can't connect to the chat?
I don't know. It just says unable to connect to chat. Please try again later.
Can you? What? Well, that's nothing. It's just funny.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you could be on the internet and see if we're on. Would be helpful. Goofy butt. There. Is that new? Hello, governess. Hopefully you're on here still. But our internet was down for a second.
Yeah.
They're probably watching us.
Chris says, Seth, you're not him. LOL, bro. Seth think he's really Ric Flair with that BS fake heavyweight title. Too much ego. Seth, you always cheat to win. Fuck off. Chris said, fuck off, Seth. Cody beat you 3 times. And Robbie says, I don't drink cow's milk anyway. Nothing wrong with almond or oat milk, man. I quit. I quite like it. Robbie says, Raw not moving great tonight. And Chris says, Seth, your wife politicked for her titles. I don't know. You had me, like, start seeing if people were in here, and then I got distracted with that.
I just want to see if the chat's. That hello came up.
Supposedly we're live.
Cool. Because that's all I care about. Is other people in there. Can you guys hear us? See us? If not, I can restart the whole stream. But I just need to know. I don't see anybody. Nobody's timing in. So I think I'm going to stop it.
Well, Chris had said a comment just a second ago. Like, it popped in before your hello. Like,
Well,
see, it came in after
I need something
the
after
stuff.
my hello.
Right, I understand that, but you gotta give them time, too.
Okay.
Not 2 seconds.
Well, I don't want to get too far behind.
He wants to know what's in his chest. It's called body parts.
Mine's not saying.
Oh.
Like, it's not actually moving.
Oh, did the live stop through YouTubers?